Hello, everyone. This is Christian Shields here, founder of My Secret's Purpose, and it's time to walk into your purpose. So, today I am pretty excited to talk about taking care of your thoughts. I think that it is something that we make an effort to do. We try our best to try to focus on the many different things that come into our worlds, and we try to narrow down and prioritize what it is that we need to focus on. But today is extremely important for me to just make this announcement to you all to remember to take care of your thoughts. Not taking care of your thoughts could lead to a lot of different things. It could lead to disorganization. It could lead to anxiety. It can lead to being overwhelmed. It can lead to you feeling very disoriented and all over the place. So it's a lot of different effects that happen from not taking care of your thoughts. So let's take a brief journey, right? I know for these past couple of days, I have had multiple things that I needed to focus on. I know that I've needed to focus on school assignments. I know that I need to focus on completing some exams, which these exams are very hard for me right now because I failed it 3 times so far. But that led me to saying that in the midst of taking that exam that I failed like 3 times, I started to tell myself, it's not worth doing this. I started to tell myself, why am I doing this? I started questioning everything that was associated with the whole purpose of me completing this exam. And one of the things that I realized was, I am not taking care of my thoughts. I am not talking well to myself. I am not allowing myself to carry a thought that is going to be helpful. Instead, I was producing thoughts that were hurtful. They were hurtful for me because where I'm headed and the purpose of what I was doing is greater than what happened in the process. It's greater than what happened in that moment. It was greater than the failed exam. It was greater than me deciding that in this moment, if I decide that I'm going to give up, or if I decide that I'm going to stop here, what does that look like for me on the other end? Will I have completed my goals? Would I have been able to make it to the next thing if I decide to quit here in this moment? If I decide to allow this moment to really take me off course? And that's what happens when we fall into thought processes that are not helpful to us. That's what happens when we allow ourselves to carry a thought that is negative for long periods of time. We begin to allow that thought to become a reality. We live it. And once we live that thought, it's hard to come off of a thought that we've allowed to keep us for such a long time. So my goal for today is to help you be able to identify those thoughts that you've allowed to live in you for a very long time. Those thoughts that you've allowed to really just take over your entire mind. It's time for you to actually take a couple steps back and to really go back and look at those. Because if those thoughts continue to reappear, if those thoughts continue to show up, then it's something about the presence of those thoughts that you have not acknowledged yet. It's something that you're probably avoiding. It's something that it may be a little difficult for you to even understand how to actually work through it, but it's also a necessary part of you that needs some attention. And so knowing that that part of you is existing right now, knowing that that part of you is actually there and needing your attention and needing you to actually come in and focus in on it, that is why it's important for you to take care of your thoughts, because we don't want those thoughts leading to anything else. We want to grow happy and beautiful thoughts. We want to be able to feel as though our thoughts are not hindering us, but they're keeping us and making us stronger and making us better. But if we are planting thoughts that are causing us to have negative changes with ourselves or negative relationships with ourselves, or causing us to not have as much self-love as we want to have, or it's causing us to have disappointing moments in everything, or if it's causing us to really have moments of separation that are so extreme with everything around us, then those are sure signs that there is something inside of you, something within your soul that needs to be addressed. And so knowing that, you all, just really be mindful of how you are communicating with you. Be mindful of what your body is saying to you. Be mindful of how you are digesting information. Be mindful of how you are perceiving things. Because your eyes are the gate. That's the gate to some of the things that you allow into your world. And so are your ears. And you hear the first things that you think first. So knowing that, if we plant better seeds, if we talk better to ourselves, if we surround ourselves around things that are more uplifting and powerful, and if we allow ourselves to separate ourselves from things that are not growing us, then we'll be able to take better care of us. We'll be able to let new things in. New knowledge can come in. New wisdom, new understanding, new insight, new relationships, new people. We always talk about having new and wanting new all the time. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to speak for y'all. I'm going to speak for y'all. And just like I'm speaking for myself, we talk about having these things come to us all the time. But are we going to be ready when they come? Are we really ready to receive new information? Are we really ready to walk away from things and to allow things to actually come in? Are we really at a place where we are actually capable of being good caregivers of our thinking? Are we at that place? Or are we aiding and embedding old thoughts, old things from the past, people, their conversation, and sometimes, y'all, if I keep it 100, nobody even has to say anything to you in order for you to have a very bad thought or to have a negative feeling or whatever associated with that thought. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's how you view yourself. It's how you think you are based off of your experiences and your circumstances. Sometimes it's you allowing you to create this image of yourself that could be very unrealistic, that could be not real. And so it's understanding that if you have a better relationship with who you are and your eyes are fixated upon where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, small things, small petty things won't have an opportunity to even creep in. They just won't. Like, I started off this live telling you all, I'm working on an exam right now that I failed 3 times this week. Three, okay? And as smart and as I think that I am, it doesn't exempt me from having moments that are difficult. It doesn't exempt me from having moments that are hard. But just because I face those moments does not mean that I'm less than anything else. It does not mean that I'm incapable in any way. It just means that in that moment, I got to try harder. I got to put in a little bit more effort. I got to do something different. I got to change up the strategy. I got to change up how I address things, change up how I'm studying. So it's a lot of different things that you can do that could keep you safe in your thoughts, that could keep you in a better place, outside of just feeling as if your world is doomed because something happened. So it is my hope that you all take away today the concept that you are the greatest steward of your thoughts. You have to guide whatever you allow yourself to bring in. You have to allow yourself to be able to embrace new things, read new things, expose yourself to new things so that you can have a greater level of thinking. You can have a greater way of perceiving things. You can be greater in how you are able to communicate and interpret things. You can only go as far as you go. You can only go as far as you go. So knowing that, as you move forward and as you continue to do things and strive and work towards completing things and adding on to your goals and accomplishments, right? And your experiences, as you continue to go through this journey, understand that your thoughts are going to guide you. Your thoughts are going to guide your next move. They're going to guide how you engage with people. They're going to guide they're going to be the key to open up your next door. They're going to be, you're going to hit a place where you're going to learn how to become a quick thinker. You're going to hit a place where you got to learn that your higher level of thinking is what allows you to be able to have things and do things that you do. And so in doing that, it's all based on how well you allow your thoughts to be guided. All right, y'all? So knowing that, Take care of your thoughts. Don't ignore them. Don't, because that's ignoring you. Listen to what you actually have to say. Sit back, find out why you are having these thoughts. Find out where did these come from. Find out what situations are triggering these. Find out where that seed was first planted in you that is causing you to have that inner turmoil. Find out. Find out how it got there. Find out so that you can take care of you in a greater way, because that's what we want to do. We want to be well, we want to be whole, we want to be free, we want to feel like our souls are liberated. That's what we want. And in order to have that, you have to know what's guiding you. You have to know where you're getting your information from. You have to know what's driving you. You have to know where and who is influencing you. You have to know. And you have to also know what is the true nature of you. What's the makeup of you? What makes you you? What creates this whole aura of how you look at life and how you plan to, accomplish things and do things in life? Like, what's the beauty of you? Find that and hold on to that. So as you encounter things and you do things and meet things that may be challenging, or you run into something that is difficult for you to do but yet is necessary, that you can still do it. You can handle it. And it all starts with handling what's up here. What you see here, what you hear, what you say. Alright? So, remember that, beautiful people. And thanks for watching. And I look forward to seeing you all here in St. Louis, Missouri for the My Secrets Purpose Conference, Saturday, September 21st. Tickets are on sale now, where we are focusing on self-care, balance, and business. I'm really excited to share some of this journey with you all, and for you all to be well. Be well. All right. Thanks for watching.